Hi everyone, this is Sugantha Priya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Full Stack Web Development, Dr.S.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. This presentation is about the topic software requirements in software engineering. So introduction to software requirements. So this slide introduces the topic with the software engineering, and it indicates that the discussion focuses on software requirements, which forms a starting point of any software project. So software cannot be built unless we clearly understand what the problem is being solved, who the users are, what features are expected, and what constraints exist. Description of future function or constraint states what software must do, and it is a foundation for design, development and testing. So requirement as a future function or a constraint. A software requirement is a formal statement describing expected system behavior. There are three main important components hidden inside this definition. So that is, it is a visible capability which is provided to the users. Example, login system, shopping cart, search engine, etc. So the important functionality is an operation that the system performs internally. Example, it is going to validate the password, it is going to calculate the total price, and it is going to generate the report. So the constraint here, it is a restriction on the system design or operation. Example, it must run on Android and iOS, and it should support 10,000 users. It must follow data privacy laws. So that the requirements are not only features but also limitations and rules. So next is the types of software. So in the types of software, we have different types like domain requirements, functional requirements, and non-functional requirements. So this helps to organize information. It helps to manage complexity, assign responsibility, and improve testing. So functional requirements define the system services. That is, what task will the system perform, what input and output exist in a particular system, and how the user interacts with the system. Next is characteristics of functional requirements. It is user oriented, it is measurable and testable, represents system behavior, and it is going to describe the interaction. For example, user authentication. In this user authentication, the system must allow registration, allow login, logout. It should validate credentials. It should manage user roles. Next is, it should perform data processing. It should accept input data, perform calculations, store results. For example, student result system. Next is the non-functional requirements. So the system define quality and performance. So that is the speed, response time and throughput. The page load within 2 seconds and supports 5,000 users simultaneously. So next is the domain requirements. These requirements come from the application domain. So they ensure compliance with law, standards and business practices. Say for example, healthcare example. The software must encrypt data, it should restrict access, it should maintain confidentiality. So next is the functional requirement. It's focus on system behavior and functionality. It is going to represent the total features that can be directly observed, tested within the final product. So the common example include user authentication, data processing, search, payment, handling and report generation. So next is a non-functional requirement. In the non-functional requirement, we are going to measure the performance, speed and responsiveness, security, usability, reliability, scalability and maintainability. In the security, we are going to protect against unauthorized users, and the usability, it is the ease of use of a particular system. Next is the reliability, so the system stability and availability to the users. Next is the scalability, the ability to handle the growth. Next is the maintainability, ease of updates and fixes. So next is a domain functional requirement. In the domain functional requirement, we are going to focus on healthcare, finance and e-commerce. In the healthcare, the software must comply with HIPAA regulations for handling all type of patient data. So in the finance, the system should adhere to GAAP standards for financial reporting. In the e-commerce applications, the software should support various payment gateways like PayPal, Stripe and credit cards. So next is the advantages. We have a better organization. So we have a clear structure for particular development, improved communication. So it should have a shared understanding between developers, clients and testers. Next is the increased quality. We should have a clear requirement and fewer defects. And next is the improved traceability. It helps to impact analysis, debugging, and change management. So next is the disadvantages. In the disadvantages, we have complexity. It is mainly used in large systems, that is hundreds of requirements, so it is hard to manage and maintain. Next is the rigid structure, too much documentation, so which allows for slower changes. So next is a misclassification. So incorrect grouping causes confusion, wrong implement, and testing issues. Next is a mind map. This slide visually connects requirement types, advantages, disadvantages, and overall structure. Thank you.